are such an asshole.
There's epics of cancer in human history. And I'm not saying this is on par with feminism or communism or anything like that, but the like poofy bangs and bell bottoms, I think beard culture, barbershop, bro. You all saw what I think it was the movie called Barbershop and Barbershop 2. Was that Ice Cube? Was that the guy? Oh, hey, it'd be fun to run a barbershop. No, it ain't. So I'm glad that hipster Brooklyn skinny pants up to your calves with brown shoes with no socks because you're so fucking edgy, along with every douchebag with their beard. Glad that's going away. See, then they're gonna look back. Ah ha ha! We were crazy kids back then. You know they did it in the late 70s, right? From the mid to late 70s, also an epic in American history that was absolute cancer. You know they had the beards, right? You know they had that. Oh, but we're grooming ours. Okay, okay, Cleopatra. Hey, asshole, I'm 24, living in the Republic of California. I'd like your opinion on what I think would be 2 escape routes to get out of the rat race. No, you're just going to be poor. Okay, I got to take that back. These are dubious at best to get you out of the rat race. Currently working the perfect security job. You've talked about guard shack, swing shift with nothing but time on my hands. And I'm trying to get out of this job. No, you didn't listen to me. You should be using that job to study for a job that you could, in an ideal world, keep doing from that job and double dip, to be perfectly honest. Matter of fact, if I want to make an extra, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks an hour, I could go do security, hide whatever security company I was working for, and do YouTube videos so as they had internet access at the security guard shift. Actually, I'm going to give you a free idea, buddy. Free idea. This isn't about your question, but I'm going to give you a free idea. For any security guard out there, as long as you didn't show video, you could even do it live if you wanted to, but you could probably do a podcast while you're a security guard and you did it late at night. Kind of like, was it Phil Norrie? What is it? Space Ghost? Not Space Ghost. You could do a late night live broadcast from your security guard shift. As long as you didn't show any face or anything, you could do it. People would tune in. Yeah, I got to go do my patrol, and you just play some random copyright-free music, and you come back after your patrol and you pick it up again. People give you super chats. Just saying that's something you could do. You should be double dipping. Nothing at all, man. I'm trying to get out of this job. I know you say this is the best job to go to school, but I never went to college because I have no idea what I want to study. Why didn't you use the time sitting there at the security guard desk job to go online and research what you should study? Nor have I a specific job I want that I need a certain degree for. So the 2 options are lawn care business and barbering. The reason I'm thinking about these 2 are because 1, you could create your own schedule, thus more freedom. No, you can't. Barbering? No, you go when you're going to have to work daytime. Barbering, you have to be there. You're your own boss. I'll grant you that, but you don't get to set your own schedule. If you're successful, you're going to be banging out at least 40 hours a week, 9 to 5. You can make decent money when your schedules become filled, basically working part-time if you want, 3 days a week, $60K gross with both. Are you sure about that? You work for yourself, no boss. I'll make a list of the two on what's it going to take to get into the field, and then you can give me your 2 cents on what you think. I'll base both on 3-day work weeks with a filled schedule to see potential. And I welcome anyone who does do long maintenance and landscaping and barbering to come in and provide their 2 cents. You should become a podcaster. We should all become podcasters. Lawn care business costs to start $1,500 for a mower, weed eater, and blower, and maybe some other things I might need. Schedule 2 biweekly maintenance routes, 3 days a week, 10 yards per day, 6 hour of work estimated per day, comes out to 60 clients. Gross income, California price is $60 per yard, done bi-weekly, $120 a month times 60 clients is $7,200 a month For 9 months, 64,000. You fuel expenses not calculated. Well, you're going to have some insurance and transportation and maintenance costs. Yeah, that's definitely your gross 64,000. So let's say 50,000, right? Yeah, you can live on 50,000 in California, right? Sure. This would be a solo operation, so it would be me doing all the yards, less stress of managing other people. 100% agree. I absolutely would not hire anyone. Not in California. Not in California. Pros, biweekly recurring revenue, slightly more consistent walking. You'll get cardio out of the way, simple startup. Cons, competition. Only work 9 months a year. They take winter off. Can be a pro and con. Outside work, hot days, mainly walking around the mower, behind the mower as they move by themselves now. Growth potential. This business would be harder to grow if I went outside of a solo operation, having to manage more people that are going to suck and give you headaches from not showing up and doing a shitty job and constantly rehiring. Barbering. Listen to this. To cut hair, because the state of California knows better than you. $15,000 to $18,000 for barber school, tuition, tools included. California requires 1,000 hours to get licensed, so it's 6 months full-time work. This will take 50 weeks if I did it part-time. Well, it'll take a year. Schedule 3 days per week, 12 haircut appointments a day, 8 to 9 hours a day. Gross income, average haircut price in my area is $35 a haircut starting. In time, they go up to 40, sometimes 50. So 3 days a week, $35 a cut times 12 clients equals $1,260 a week. All that adds up to $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year gross. This is based on a solo operation. I could turn a spare room into a barber room to cut out for a free. I could turn a spare room into a barber room to cut out of for free, or $600 a month rent a chair at a barber shop. So $600 a month so that's, what is that? That's 6,000. So now you're at 53. Yeah, okay, $50,000 again. Cons, competition, barber school is expensive, no room for error or picky clients, longer work days versus long care. Yeah, and you have a boss essentially. I know you're renting your own chair, but you still got a boss. Longer work days versus long care, standing in one spot all day as you worked in a factory. Pros, growth potential. This is where I think barbering shines, because if you open a barber shop, you can make a lot more money passively. You don't need to manage barbers, as they are self-employed and pay you monthly. Okay, here's my question. Why would you become a barber? If you just want to go and rent chairs to barbers or hairstylists, why would you bother going to barber school? Why don't you go take the 15 to 18 grand and just go, get some equipment, get whatever the barbers need, open up your little barber shop there, but you just manage it. You just jump to the point where you rent out chairs. You don't have to go to barber school. You don't have to do barbering. You just sit there, in theory, collect money, which you won't. I'll explain why here. So a barbershop, maybe 35,000 to get set up, 12 chairs average. So now you're doing a third business. Your first one is lawn care. Your second one is you're a hired gun barber. The third one is you're a landlord to barbers. 12 chairs, average $600 per chair a month. 12 times 600 equals 7,200 minus 2,000 rent utilities. You show me where you can rent commercial for 2,000. Where are you? Are you like in the utter ghetto trash part of California? Where are you that you're going to get $2,000 a month rent? What about utilities? Oh, you got utilities. 2,000 rent and utilities. Really? Okay. Have you looked for a place like that doesn't have bullets or poop out in the streets flying by? The bullets would be flying by, not the poop. But, San Franciscans, they get a little crazy. I think we should try to get the super lefty liberal folk to, if you could convince them that somehow there's virtue signaling and throwing homeless person's feces in San Francisco, like picking it up by hand or putting it in their coffee. There'd be something to do there. On top of being a barber, note it's totally possible to open a barber shop regardless if you're a licensed barber, legally speaking. Some say you should be a barber to know the biz, but really at this point, you're a landlord for the barber chair, is my own opinion. Yeah. So it can be done Whether you are a barber or not, it's a business that involves barbers. Right, you're a landlord. You don't need to be you could ask barber, "What do you need?" You could ask, "What goes into a barber shop that's," and then you provide that. But I wouldn't go to school. What, school for a year, for 18 months for barber school? However much money for barber school, then, a year long in your case, um, what's it called? Uh, Apprenticeship? No. Uh, I'm aware that these two ventures will take some time to build up. Barbering clients may take longer than lawn care. So what do you think, Captain? What's the better venture to pursue in your opinion? I wrote this on your contact section, hopefully, so you see. Yeah, yeah, no, it's working. Just sometimes I haven't had luck with me. All right, let me go over this. Before you ever invest in some kind of business or pursue a profession or career, always, 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 always go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and look up the median income. Right? The median income of a barber is 33,000, if I remember correctly, is in the mid to low 30s. No, man, you can make that much as a security guard. Barbers, no, that's like it's like the male version of chick businesses. I'm gonna start up a barber shop, and the guys are gonna come down. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have beers, and oh wait, I know. Whoa, hang on, sports barber. Huh? You get the game on, bro. No, absolutely not. No, no. The Bureau of Labor Statistics tell on average, we're talking somebody with 10 years barber experience, $34,000 a year. And you're in California. So double that, depending on what town you're in. No, it's not the math is against you. I like the idea of opening up a barber shop, but here's the other thing. Have you looked into the regulatory requirements? That's another thing. You're trying to start a business in California before, I don't care if it's the lawn care or the barber shop or even renting to the barbers. You go look up all the regulatory requirements, especially barbering, which kind of there's a health component. You need health inspectors to come in. I guarantee you, your cost estimates are nowhere near capturing everything that's you're going to incur in terms of costs. There, I honestly, what I would do in your situation, I would use the security guard job to go get a skill that you can do online. Obviously, I'd be leaning towards accounting, but it doesn't have to be some kind of skill or certification that you can do outside of California. I would leave California. Why would you stay in California? That's your first problem right there. And it's very simple. You can't grow crops or there ain't no water or fertile soil. And California is a fucking desert when it comes to businesses. Like, why do you think everyone's going to Texas or just any place not California? Lawn care, because there's not a health component, that might be a little bit easier. But I'm sure there's some, Miguel over at crypto, dollar cost crypto. He used to, classical Latino doing landscaping and yard work in California, and he left that. You're right. There's a fair amount of competition. He was telling me about how California is moving away from combustion engines, even small engines, which you would use, presumably whatever hedge trimmers, leaf blowers, lawnmowers, and going to electric. It's just not as efficient. They don't have enough power, especially if you're you're pruning trees. The electric chainsaws aren't exactly all they're cracked up to be. Uh, in any case, I'm not saying you couldn't make it as a barber or a landscape guy in general, but not in California. In other words, why would you try to grow crops in the desert? Why would you build a foundation on sand? Get the fuck out of California and actually go to a place where it's easy to start or easier to start a business. And frankly, your clients aren't going to be a bunch of Marxist whiny douchebags. I wouldn't have no. No, I wouldn't do either in your individual case. But if you insist on choosing between the two, the lawn care business, I would say, is easier because you don't have to give up your job. You could do that on the weekend. The startup costs are nothing, and you'll find out real quick whether or not you can make money at it. You'll find out. And that might be a good hybrid approach. See, if you do barber school, you got to kind of commit to that. You got to But landscaping, what? $1,500? Yeah, go buy some landscaping equipment. Offer a little bit of stuff on the side on the weekends whenever you're not working. See how it works. See how it goes. But even that, well, let's take a look. Here, we'll do what you should have done. Landscaper, BLS. Landscaping and groundskeeping workers. Now, admittedly, a lot of this is going to be adjusted with a lot of part-time. Okay, our median wage is service amusement to the local government, real estate, employment services, groundskeeping, $17.26 an hour, about $36,000 a year. Median. 10 years experience on average. Your average guy, what, Mike? You got to be making more than $35,000 a year as a security guard. You got to be making more than that. And this is what you could expect to make. You're going to bust your ass off for 2 years of schooling and struggling and building a business up to make some $35,000 a year, which is what you make for sitting on your ass and not having any obligations, really, aside from, just do a couple patrols every once in a while. If you're going to put this effort into, there's other things you can make a lot more money. Accounting being one of them. Don't ask me how. I don't want to hear another fucking email request from anybody like, how do I make money in accounting? Go watch the Elkins Accounting Hour. Go watch it. We've covered that to death. I'm not covering it anymore. That's what I would do. And don't you white girl blood me. Don't you come in with your white girl blood, but I don't want to do accounting. Accounting is boring. Too bad. What do you think? Mowing a yard in 98 degrees or going to barber school under the tyrannical dictates of California and not making any money and barely getting, it's not like the movie, just so you know, everyone having a grand old time and making jokes. It isn't like that. Actually, I did know a barber shop and I did go to did a good job. Girlfriend wasn't around, went in there and I ended up driving past the same place. I'm like, because the girlfriend was out of town. She normally cuts my hair. And I went, I got to spruce up a little bit. Business is shut down. Hey, you know what? What percent of barber shops close down? Barbershop industry. Oh, missing percent down. Explain to me, not Yahoo, Silicon Valley executive types. When I search something, barbershops percent closed down, why do you provide me results missing the percent down, like the key? Do you understand that I put them in there because I wanted? Oh, he doesn't want those words. No, he doesn't know what he wants. Of course, we're Google. We know everything. Barber, Bubba, inherent risk. Equipment can get damaged. God almighty. You could fall on your scissors. I'm not kidding. Slip and fall. Are you kick? Block. All right. Barbers suck these days. Okay, we're not going to find what I want because we are beyond the aughts. Remember the aughts when you could look things up on the internet and actually get the information you were looking for? Yeah, that's over now. I'm aware these two ventures take time to build up, but what's the better venture? All right, the landscaping. The landscaping, you'll have some assets left over. You could sell those. You can work on the weekend, get an idea of what kind of market demand there is for your landscaping services. Heck, you need those things for your house anyway if you own a house. You could scale it up. I don't know. You're going to have to, I want to say you don't need to be licensed to be a landscaper. Who the fuck knows in California? You got to go look at all the regulatory burdens associated with that. Yeah, the landscaping. Because if you do it right, it won't bankrupt you. You'll go, you'll earn some money. You won't be mortgaging your house. You won't be dropping no 18 grand on barber school. And then you're not going in there. Can I rent a chair for $600? Fuck that shit. Absolutely. All to make 35 grand. But what I would do is I keep working your security job and then go study accounting and go get certified as an enrolled agent or QuickBooks certified or get your associate to start doing some bookkeeping. And you could do that while you're working as a security job remotely. That's what I would do. All right. So there we go. Wow. The internet didn't shit out. Hand clogs, $2. Chad's stream is going on. Oh, wait. Chad is on? What is Chad doing? What the hell? I'm going to have to go and yell at him. What is he doing? God almighty. Naughty DJ Aftershock, $2. $5 for Chad. Alpha comes. $2 for Aaron Crappy. All right, I'm going to go pester Chad. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.